Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Bad Fanfiction Night. I am your host, Remy McNeil, and joining me, as always, is the wonderful Twilight Guardian.
Hello.
We are continuing our deep dive into SHADIVERSITY's Shadow of the Conqueror. Here's a question. Do you think that he chose the name Shadow of the Conqueror because it has the word Shad in it? Do you
I think
think
you asked this question a few parts ago.
Did I ask this?
Yes, you did.
Perhaps, but nah, I don't think so.
You
I
see,
think
that's
he
how
made it
memorable this
sound
book
cool.
is. I just forget even the questions that I asked, because you know what? At the end of the day, I don't really care.
Based and valid.
But yes, in the last chapter, while we had our suspicions, we have absolute 100% certainty that Shad knows. Well, no, it was the chapter before that. We got absolute certainty that Shad knows absolutely nothing about victims of abuse. And in the last chapter, not only did Dalen get off scot-free, but he basically got formally deputized by the police because really bullshit justification. Well, he can use Lightbinder powers, so he must be or whatever they fucking call it. There's like 5 different names going around. He must be an Archknight because he can be an Archknight powers, and so he is now an Archknight by our jurisdiction. It's like,
Yeah, instead of instead of what really should have happened, like, this man is a wizard terrorist, lock him up forever.
I was like, congratulations, I'm a crack shot with a sniper rifle. Well, we're gonna treat you as a SWAT sniper now. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Also, I came to realize that I don't remember if they really established any clear rules between the difference between an Archknight and a Lightbinder. They kind of seem like they're almost the same thing.
It's the only thing that I can think of is that Archknights swear a different oath. That's like the fine difference that I can recall.
It's entirely their oath. One can't lie. One has to swear an oath. So basically, for layman's terms, one's a cleric, one's a paladin in Shad's eyes. Are these rules at all enforced? Fuck no. Moving on.
Well, I was gonna say, like, even that feels like an insult between paladins and clerics. Like, those are actually very distinct entities, and it's like, I get what you're saying. Like, it is the rough equivalent in Shad's mind. It's just like, it's pointless from what Shad has established.
Yeah, and keep in mind, this is a guy who has, like, on camera played D&D, and yet he still knows shit. Probably because he was, like, complaining about his attributes.
Right, he was complaining about the fact that, you know,
I should have artistic powers because
I'm an AI artist.
Yeah. Okay, man.
It was a zombie game.
and
no better artist. Self-insert zombie game.
Yeah, like I said, that was going to be like the rule that I would be like, all right, man, you're an artist, and specifically AI art. Let me know how often that's going to come up in the zombie apocalypse.
Whenever you roll for art, you roll with disadvantage.
Perfect.
No, but the thing is, you have to appease Shad. Like, that's the trick to Shad. You have to appease him, but you have to appease him in a way that he doesn't realize he's being completely slighted. Like, that's the trick.
You have more tact than I do,
Well, that doesn't sound too
because
hard.
I would just insult him.
Well, yeah, no, but that's how you get him, like, bulldozing you. That's like, you have to trick him into accepting a lesser result.
You gotta trick him to stop him from scalping you.
Exactly. Otherwise, if you're just aggressive and open with him, then you're not going to get anywhere. If you want to make progress, that's all it is. Anyway, yes. So Dalen is now deputized. We're getting more hints that he and Lyra are destined to be together because of the tragedy, and it's sickening me on several levels.
Hate that. Absolutely hate that from the bottom of my soul.
I was gonna say, like, I'm now thinking, all right, conceptually, if you were to do this weird dynamic of, okay, an abuser got rejuvenated and now he has met the abusee, is it ever possible to do it well as a concept that they get together? And The only way that I could see it being done well is as some sort of horrific tragedy type deal. Not in the light that Shad is painting it for certain, but in some kind of sense of like, this is entirely unhealthy. And even if it somehow survives, it is just gross beyond measure.
You'd have to write a completely different character first.
But you need to make that the plot of the entire book, not the last 20%. Almost certainly, at the very least, if it's not the heart of the book, it needs to be at least 50% of the book to some degree. Like it needs a substantive time of coverage, and honestly, it needs a character that's not trying to redeem themselves. Not that Shad is really redeeming himself, for the record. It's just that, sorry, Dalen, not Shad. It's just
Same difference.
It's just that Dalen is claiming he wants to redeem himself without doing any of the actual heavy lifting. Anyway, we have a 9-page chapter. The next chapter is 14 pages. So unfortunately, again, we are dealing with a short chapter and a short episode today. But you know what? Every inch forward is an inch forward, and this is probably for the best. My sister is sick, and she doesn't want me keeping her up with how loud I am. So let's it's a blessing for my sleep schedule. Yes, that is probably good as well. We have 2 chats that came in. Random Fandom casting Sticky Golem. Thank you for making our entire chat sticky, you sick freak.
Ew.
You're welcome.
And Omitted Bow asks, can everyone jump Dylan for the final thumbnail? That would probably be a great thumbnail.
You know the artwork we had for the video where we're talking about the Ruby's combat system, where we're all just like jumping one particular thing.
Oh yeah, that video where allegedly we were being obsessive over Zell after having not covered him for 6 months.
Who is Zell? I honestly forgot Zell. Like legitimately. I was there during that fucking video and I don't remember Zell.
He's a Hyper Ruby fan that Kaiser covered at one
I
point.
didn't need.
Yeah, no, but he's basically saying that Zell is like the best we get out of him is occasionally he posts a video and it's good to laugh at, like, and it's good to just tear it apart. It's easy content. That's what Zell is. He's easy content.
And it's really funny that he and his friends are like complaining about the fact that we did a live reaction to the video, being like, "Oh my god, they're so obsessive. They're gonna get burnout, like just hating so much." Is like, when was the last time we even talked about Ruby?
It's like, I don't even think about you at all.
Yeah, honestly. We don't even think about you.
But yes, remember the rules, everyone in chat, the voice chat that is. I'll make sure to read out the crew's shouts before they go off screen. No, I have them. I have a fan funding tab up here, so I know exactly what my funded fans said. But yes, so 9 pages. So Twy and I will swap off at 4.5 roughly. And remember the rules. I, Twy, and to a limited extent, I Know Nothing, are the priority speakers. If you hear us speaking up, it is time to quiet down. We always have the floor if we're speaking. On top of that, we do love your commentary, your jibes and questions and conversation and such. But keep it to a moderate amount. Do not prolong a conversation after it seems to have died, which means holding your tongue for just a few seconds before you make a jump snap comment and trying to read the room, okay? All right? Everyone on board with that? If we're good, we can move along.
Yep.
All right. Chapter 39. That unspeakable act of genocide was the beginning of the end. At the time I issued the order to destroy Daybreak, that's right, he destroyed an entire city because he was just kind of miffed.
Yeah.
Yep.
As Vinci says, so after Dalen gets a quickie from half the police force. Oh, God. The sad part is that's not that's right, he kept getting, like, pats on the back and shit.
At this point.
Phrasing was impeccable.
The Archon who accompanied me, Puppy, could not believe what he had heard. It was then that Puppy realized the truth, that I was a madman. He
What a name, by the way.
attacked me. Yeah, well, that was his
Yeah,
nickname.
why are
for
you
him.
named that?
It was his nickname. Remember, that was the nickname he gave derisively to him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes more
whatever.
Yeah.
sense.
Oh, I forgot about that.
What do you call one of the cities? Dead End?
He attacked me with a sun-forged sword whose hiding place, to this day, I still cannot discern. It was up his arse. I was suspicious of everyone but my most trusted servant at the time, so I had expected this betrayal and had made preparations. The night was quickly run through by several short spikes because, of course, I am brilliant and he was a dummy. Amazingly, he began to heal and still advanced to kill me. I fought him sword to sword with Imperius. Even while healed from his wounds, the knight was easily twice as fast as a regular man. But I was a master of the sword and took his head after a great exchange of blows.
You're
Okay.
so good, so amazing,
Shad.
so awesome,
Shad.
so perfect.
A multiplication of speed for a human? You have no chance. It doesn't matter how skilled you are with a sword if you are moving in fucking bullet time to this guy. Like,
There's a reason why super speed is a broken as fuck superpower.
that you have to be extremely careful with in your story. So you've introduced it here, so Jesus Christ. Or he introduced it before, I can't remember.
There's
He
too many,
did
just
run
keep going.
fast, but I don't know if that I would qualify that as necessarily super speed. Because, like, I imagine super speed as having, like, kind of full control over your faculties, like turning on a dime, that kind of thing. His was sort of just, I leap fast in one direction type deal. But yeah, no, Shad, you should, Dalen should have lost that fight hard. I want your word. Where is the quote? Shad, where is the quote?
Is that in the
Shad?
book too?
Yes, actually.
Shad,
Yes, it is.
I can confirm.
where
I
is
can
the
confirm.
quote? I didn't know that was a
Okay.
spoken sentence. What the fuck?
It was because he
also
had
hate
like
that-
it's because he had the stupidly big eyes, so he didn't want stupidly big quotes ruining the image.
Yeah, I understand that that's probably a conundrum, but you could maybe use a subscript quote. Like, you could try and do something like that. Or superscript, I
It's
guess.
not hard.
Yeah.
Or just like don't go with like the stupid big font, dumbass.
Now, a lot of stories do that. It's just, if you're going to come up against this, you got to have something in mind for it. This is the first time in this entire book he's done that.
Maybe don't start with a quote.
There has to be a way around that. Like, there has to be a way to deliver. Just have a giant quote. There's nothing wrong with that. I want your word that you'll join the knights once we deal with these loose ends, Lyra said, still standing on the constabulary roof, not realizing he had already promised to do that as an agreement to what they were already doing. Dalen sighed. Right now, I can say with absolute honesty that I fully intend to join the knights once these loose ends are sorted out, and you have absolutely no mechanic by which to gauge my honesty. Right now, she parroted, meaning your intentions might change? Of course, Dalen replied flatly. I can't predict the future, so I won't discount something arising that affects my intention. Thus, I won't fully commit. Like, take for example, if I simply decide I don't want to. Lyra sneered. You speak like a politician. I won't. Lyra, don't insult politicians.
Oh, shit.
I won't back myself into a corner. In the end, I'll join the knights when I see fit. And right now, that's after these errands. They're more like... Wait. They're more than errands. They're more than errands. They're self-appointed quests. Why does it even matter to you? Because the annoying side quest indicator is up in the top left of my screen and it won't fucking go away!
Man can't open his menu.
Man's stuck in
Skyrim
Fallout 4.
I was going to comment Ubisoft ass game design.
You know, that would be cool.
You know,
Like,
that might be the most
what do you think?
insulting
That
thing we
works.
can say about Shad's work. Ubisoft level story writing.
So it's
Still insulting
Ubisoft,
to
but from
Ubisoft.
Temu.
Huh. Because with these powers, I can actually do something about it. It's how I've chosen to live my life. Lyra was silent for a moment. You've made the pledge. No. Fuck no. Fuck no.
He
Don't worry about
didn't.
it.
He just said he
Let
refuses
it
to commit.
play.
Yeah.
Let it play.
And look at the next.
Is it sad that my
pledge.
knee-jerk reaction was to take a really sharp object to one of my arteries? Because like that's how I feel hearing that. It's like
Your
jeez.
knee-jerk reaction should be taking like a shot of something.
My vodka drink is all the way over there. I'm not getting it.
Also,
Yugok says, "Oh no, I'm late. Bet I didn't miss much. You just missed the fact that they're about to self-aggrandize Dalen all over fucking again."
Oh no,
Yay.
Celtic! Look at VC.
What did he do?
Nice.
Look at it.
Oh no!
He's the big sad.
The biggest frown around town.
I need to program a sad into my VTuber model. A frown.
You're welcome
needs to
for
be
the
that.
drawing.
Everything else is going with that.
Don't forget to put that in the bad fanfiction night thread,
Yes, please.
got it.
just so it's easier for me to accumulate. A lot of people haven't been
I'll be
doing
sure
that.
to
You
do
guys need to do that so I can accumulate it easier. Because I do save all the images you guys post, particularly custom art. Sometimes meme edits don't quite make it in, but I save everything as much as I can. What pledge? Dalen, you're a fucking idiot. What pledge with the Archknight, whose entire thing is taking a pledge? What might they be speaking about? To fight evil for the rest of your life. The Archknight's oath. Dalen nodded slowly. I suppose I have. Did you make it before you received your powers? I know what you're getting at, and no, I didn't. Trust me, there was no one as unworthy as me at the time I received my powers. As unworthy of you? Lyra asked as her eyes narrowed. Damn it! Don't expect me to elaborate. I need to know if you were some kind of criminal before receiving your powers. My past is mine to keep, he demurred. You don't want to know that I raped you. I mean...
You don't want to know what my porn stash looked like?
I've already erased my history. Ah, but have you erased your bookmarks? Gasp!
We've confiscated your junk drives.
You won't know of it, and neither will anyone else. So don't worry, the reputation of your precious order will be safe. So is this what you're doing? So is what you're doing some kind of penance? Well, penitence. Sorry. Lyra asked. Dalen looked away dismissively. Something like that. Baka. Because of something you did, or because of your father? He returned his gaze to her before saying, both. You're not responsible for your father's crimes. And what could you have done to cause giving up your life out of guilt? Nothing that anyone will ever know. It was clear that Lyra wasn't satisfied with that, but she must have known that there was nothing she could do about it. Just like she can do about just about anything, honestly.
Like, no shit. Every word out of your mouth is sus. Just shut up. It'll be a million times more helpful.
All right, then. Keep your secrets, Lyra said eventually. The Dawnist, what's your plan?
No!
My plan is to
Interrogate him.
My plan is to find one of those Dawnist soapboxers and get them to tell me where their leader is, because evidently every single person with any kind of individual idea about something has to be connected back to the leadership somehow. It's not like they're completely organized and it couldn't just be a random schmuck off the street who's fucking crazy or anything. Dalen, you're an idiot. And why do you think they'll tell you? Dalen looked at her knowingly. Ah. Exactly. There should be a Dawnist in one of the city squares. Oh, look, conveniently down the road, there's a Dawnist in the city square. I wouldn't put it past them. It's like, oh, we just walked 2 feet and it's right there.
How convenient.
Dalen's like, oh, fuck, another side quest. God, stop it, Lyra. Shut up.
Don't worry, I'll mark it on your mini-map, Dalen.
Ah! You know what? I want Dalen to be driven mad. You know what? Fill up his screen like an Ubisoft game.
No, we set Preston Garvey on him.
Well, no, that too, but like also filling up his screen like an Ubisoft game with just overloading the amount of information.
He's maxed out on Quest. He can't take any more.
Or I could just listen for the nearest one, Dalen said. That's right, you can stack 4 bonds whenever you want. So effectively, you're a weak listener. Weak? A level 4 bond can be impressive, but it's nothing compared to what a strong listener can do with a level 6, or a high listener can do with a level 9. Holy shit, excuse me?
Yep. And
I thought 4 was the max, like the absolute max.
No,
like
no.
4 was like what
That is-
people
Further
could-
beyond.
I know nothing is speaking.
that is Dalen's max is 4. Shad is retroactively adding more to the bonds for this particular reason.
So, what?
Yeah, I'm waiting.
I'm gonna keep reading because I think you're about to answer it.
Mm-hmm.
9. So,
Keep going.
9. There are knights that can make level 9 bonds. I thought you knights only had 3. There's far more to our powers than you know. We just keep adding more to make sure we fuck with your head. Though very few get that strong. What can they do? Hear words spoken on the other side of the continent? Lyra smiled. Really? They can do that? I'm not telling you. Oh, come on! Shad, I know you've left it ambiguous, so you have some wiggle room here, but Dalen's already shown that with 4 level bonds, actually, I think even less than that. I think it was like, how many level bonds did he put into listening when he listened across the entire city? Was it 4?
I believe 3 or 4, yeah.
That's a city. And if it's exponential, right? Each bond is exponential upon the last. Am I remembering that wrong?
No, you're correct.
So, exponentially, a city times a city. What is a city multiplied by a city? Well,
A state.
City squared?
it'd probably be at the very least several cities. A county. We'll say a county. Then a county times a county. That's getting to a state. Then a state times a state.
A country.
A country. Then a country times a country, a continent.
Uh-huh.
So by Shad's logic,
The tri-state area.
if we're following how this system works, yes, across a continent, which now raises every single fucking question of why the hell do they just not listen to everything all at once? Especially
Well, you
because
see-
with Dalen, he managed to hone it in so he doesn't get all the ridiculous amount of feedback and negative effects of having sensitive hearing to that level.
You see, our Order of Sacred Warriors works on Calvin Ball rules.
How does the air travel that far?
Don't ask
I don't know.
questions.
I'm imagining that their hearing gets so good they can start hearing Shad writing the book themselves.
They look up and they see
No.
a pudgy, sweaty man heaving.
Writing one-handed.
Writing one-handed and heaving deep, heavy breaths as he works.
So I
you
do
mean
have
something
to ask,
like this,
How
right?
do you...
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
I'm good.
My
I
God.
didn't need to see
I
that,
knew
but
you
okay.
pre-gamed this, Snowy.
That's
I
probably
have
making the
to ask, though.
thumbnail. That's probably making the thumbnail.
Oh my God.
He's like Dark Helmet from Spaceballs.
I can't believe I'm
Yes.
saying this, but what kind of nonsense power system is this? This is surreal even compared to what I bring to. This is surreal compared to Fate. Like, Fate's magic and world building is bullshit. This blows that out of the water.
He's right.
We must save my family. Why did you post that? I'm not complaining, but why did you post that?
It was a meme in VC that you missed.
Oh. All right. Oh, come on! She smiled at him haughtily. You like teasing people, don't you? You like teasing people, don't you? Dalen said accusingly. Only when they deserve it. He would have tried to guilt her about that, but considering he liked teasing people too, he couldn't bring himself to do it. But he would do it if he didn't feel like, it was fair game. Even if it felt bad.
Ew.
Dalen channeled as much. How would you guilt her to do it? Shad, how would Dalen guilt her into telling him?
He channels his bonds into guilt tripping.
Like, my dad raped you, so maybe you could tell me what that means.
Why would
So, wait, guys. Put a pin in that.
No!
All right, how many more again?
No!
Yeah,
Oh,
this
yes.
Late in the
Yeah.
game.
it's only when it was coming up, but yeah.
We
Yes.
are almost 80% way through the book, and we're still collecting pins.
Because
pain is delicious.
you made comments like that. This is the hell that you created. Congratulations, we're here.
Oh my god. Oh, I need to get an abject terror face for my VTuber.
This is it?
This is
No,
not
no,
the
no,
only.
not
This
yet.
is
No,
not
it's
the
not,
only.
it's not the alpha pin.
No.
Not yet.
Don't worry about it.
Oh.
Trust me.
Dalen channeled as much light as he could into his hearing, focusing on any speech about the Conqueror. Dallas the Conqueror is a bitch-ass motherfucker. I'm turning that one on.
Pissed on my
Pissed
wife.
on my wife.
That's
He hears
right.
the
Quite
onslaught.
literally, he kidnapped her. After the first
no.
noise nearly deafened him, but he quickly focused on noticing something troubling. His head spun in that direction. What is it, boy? Lyra asked. A cry for help, Dalen said, and without hesitating, he ran towards it. The Daunists could wait. Lyra was following him without any objection, because that's just the kind of bitch she is to him. And with a few well-aimed power jumps, they reached the alleyway where a woman was being chased by two men. Just, that just happens out in the open all the time. It's not like a lot of these kinds of attacks happen between individuals who know each other. Anyway, Dalen and Lyra landed in between the woman with and the two men, who pulled up looking utterly shocked. It's him, one of the men whispered to the other. The guy in the papers. Oh, light, the other moaned. Oh, light, the other moaned.
What is it?
Dalen approached the scum while Lyra saw to their traumatized victim, telling her it's okay to not move beyond her trauma and dwell in it for her entire life. We haven't done anything, one of them said as they backed away. Judging by that woman's torn dress, you were certainly trying. No, if they've already torn her dress, then they were doing something already. They didn't succeed, but they were already doing something. I mean, look, they failed at what they wanted to do, but they did do something in the interim. Like they were on the path there. Anyway, Dalen growled, sensing that there was barely any light within these depraved men. And as we all know, that means they were incredibly unsure of their course of action and completely within doubt. They then fell to the ground, decapitated, but not from anything Dalen did. Lyra had ran forward in a flash and killed them both because we needed to give her something to do to show that she's not a useless bimbo for the main character to woo. The woman screamed at seeing the carnage. Oh, good job, Lyra! Traumatizing the girl more.
You could have at least, guided her out of the alley.
Yeah, taken her to a
when-
safe place and then done it.
Oh,
Jeez.
crazy
Yeah.
thought. You could
Our
just
heroes,
detain
everyone.
them. I know, weird thought, detaining criminals.
How is that any different from what I did in Cheromone? Dalen growled at her. Lyra sent a sideways glare at him before pulling out a cloth and cleaning her two-handed war sword. Wait, she summons that, right? That's the sword she summons? The war sword?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yes.
Can't
Yeah.
she just desummon it and that cleans the sword? Is that how that works? Or does it stay unclean? Does she have, like, blood in her light stream? Is that
Yeah,
just
did you stab If
I
you stab
guess.
someone and then summon it back into yourself, does the body stay?
I'd rather
Oh
not
my
Look
god!
into that, honestly.
Can like just Shad
Just
walking
curious,
around with
just
black
about.
heart?
Oh, it's my trophy collection.
Yes!
Guys.
Just keep piling the heads on. Oh.
Hey guys, people bleed when they're stabbed.
We found them in the act of attempted rape. Their hearts were nearly as black as shade, meaning they were uncertain about their path. And as a real Archknight, I have judicial authority to carry out sentences. And to further distinguish myself from you, we're going to find a nearby constable to let him know what has happened. Okay, but he can still do all those things under the rule of justification. Sorry. Well, if you came across the criminal grubs that I didn't train on, you would have killed them just the same as me. Ubisoft presents Shadow of the Conqueror.
Oh my god. As someone of the opposite eye persuasion of looking in two different directions, I don't accept Shad Stalin.
Yes. You never thought my actions were unjustified. It was all about forcing me to join the Knights. Lyra lowered her hand and turned towards him. Your killings being justified or not was the difference between trusting and not trusting you. I had no idea what you were like, and I took your word at complete face value. But you do now? I'm starting to. No, you're not. That was about as good as any admission of trust as Dalen could get, so he was happy to let the subject rest and just presume what he wanted to. Alright, let's find that constable and I'll try and listen for Adonis again. But in a city this big, there'll always be someone else in trouble. Lyra walked back to the woman who was now sobbing on the ground. If you hear someone calling for help, then we help. Dalen smiled. I wouldn't have it any other way. They never ever made it to the Dawnist soapbox.
Damn it.
And
The
now
Dawnist
that's why
went,
it is your
I
turn.
sh-
Okay. What was the last sentence?
There's a
again?
page break.
I wouldn't
No,
have it
page
any
break.
other way. And
Ah,
then a
here
page
we go.
break.
It was right on the next page. 3 rapists, 8 muggings, a murder attempt, and 2 wife beaters later. Dalen was holding their 9th mugger by the neck. What should we do with this one? Chop off an arm? No, Lyra said. How could he serve out his sentence properly with a missing arm?
Lyra, what the fuck? What? It's a mugger!
I know, right?
Wh-
Glorious.
Why? Is this fucking
Nope.
Babylon? What the hell are you doing? Hammurabi ain't a thing! Jesus Christ! How did we get from mugging to a fucking delimbing? That's a cruel and unusual. Jesus, like, and you're only justification.
No, she's saying don't do that because
No.
he can't serve his sentence.
What I'm saying is
Yep.
the only justification she used was a completely like, there was no moral level to her reasoning. It was
right.
It was all just he can't actually serve the sentence if we do that. It's like
He can't give his body to the Imperium without both of his legs.
it's like, but also he can totally serve out his sentence without an arm. Like, you put him in a jail. He's serving his sentence. End of discussion.
In fact, it would like
I think his
it would
sentence is
probably-
jail.
Yeah, in fact,
mugger-
like missing an arm would make the criminal easier to handle.
Oh, hi, Billy Donuts. Thanks for all the donuts.
Hello,
Hey, Billy
Billy.
Donuts.
Hey.
The mugger squirmed and constantly tried to get free. Dalen punched him in the stomach so hard he would struggle to breathe for the next few minutes. Well, that depends on what type of slavery he'll be sentenced to. You only need one arm to wipe someone's ass.
Isn't this just a mugger?
Yes.
Wait, didn't they get rid of
Yeah.
slavery?
Yeah, wasn't slavery abolished, or is like slavery only
No, it
for
was.
criminals? Shad, clarify. Wait, did you turn into Kamala Harris?
Fuck.
What the fuck, Raymond?
Ah.
You know, we're not going to be bringing politics, like real world politics, into bad fanfiction night either, Raymond. It's not just for the Jack streams.
I know.
Then don't do it.
Bad Celtic.
I need to keep
Rolled up
his secret.
newspaper.
That's that's if he's lucky enough to end up a manslave. The other option is the mines. Well, he couldn't work in the mines with one arm, Dalen said and turned to the mugger who was still struggling to breathe. So you can either chop off your arm and thereby increase your chances to become a manslave, or leave you one piece where you'll rot as a mine slave. Please. I think we've scared him enough, Lyra said. Dalen dropped the miserable idiot who crumpled to the ground crying. So why'd you do it? Dalen asked. We're starving, the man groaned. And threatening someone with a knife is a way to fix that? I'm sorry, he sobbed. I'd never really hurt him. I'd never really have hurt him.
I think this is a load of horseshit from both of them. Like, this guy was desperate for bread. They actually cut off his arm and they want to act morally superior.
No, they didn't. They just said that they would.
Yeah, that they
They're
wanted.
just
It's also I
threatening him
never
with
really heard
slavery
him.
and bodily mutilation.
I
Those
just
are our
needed the
heroes,
money.
guys.
I just needed the money, and that's why I was, threatening a person. It's like that's still a crime, even if you didn't intend to actually hurt him. Threatening to hurt someone still a crime.
But when our heroes do it, it's justified.
Yes, actually. Oh no, but no, they didn't ever threaten anyone for money. They just either straight up fucking murdered them on sight, or they just got free shit by impersonating officers.
Yep. I just needed the money, Dalen sighed. It was a sad and common story, an otherwise good man turning to crime because of poverty. Both Lyra and Dalen had been gentler with this one on the account of the light that they both sensed inside him. Dalen fished out a crown from his pouch and dropped it on the cobblestone. The man stared at it. What? Use it to feed your family. Don't ever be so stupid again. Got it? Thank you. Get out of here. Really, Go! Dalen growled. The man jumped back and then ran away. That was generous of you, Lyra said.
That was completely out of character.
Mm-hmm. I think that's like one of the few genuinely good things that Dalen has actually done.
Yeah,
that's the only unironically good thing he's done.
And Shad, Dalen, you took that man completely at his word.
Because he had light inside of him, that's why.
So he was absolutely certain that he was going to do this, and he had no qualms about it. I'm holding you to that, Shad. That was a fucking dumb decision on your part.
Remember, Celtic, that only applies to Dalen.
Yep.
Or just assuming that as long as anyone has light inside of them, that means that they're good, despite the rules that he made, which can make that. So,
okay, do you think he's going to finagle it? Because Mufa's raising the point. Oh, dimmer light indicates uncertainty and brighter light indicates confidence. Do you think what he is going to say is that, okay, but the fine difference is that you can have a dim light, but you can have a lot of dim light. And that means uncertainty, but you're a good person. Meanwhile, you can have a very bright but small amount of light. And that means you're very certain, but you're not a good person. Do you think he'd try and do that kind of bullshit?
Maybe.
I can't comment.
I mean, that description is really fucking wordy, which is on brand for him.
No, I said the truncated version. We know he would go on for like 5 paragraphs.
That's the short version?
Yeah, that's the short
version.
version.
The short version.
I told him to do it in 5 words or less, and that's what we got.
I'm surprised you let me with how by the books you are and all. Actually, if you had tried to arrest him, I would have stopped you. That man deserved a second chance. Dalen couldn't help but smile at that. As hard as Lyra was, she was also compassionate. On to the next one, Lyra asked. My powers are getting sluggish, and I won't be able to use them for much longer. So this time we really have to go to the Dawnist. Huh. You can use your powers so proficiently that it's easy to forget how green you are. I'm not green. Yes, you are, she replied smoothly.
I have blue hair. Yugok
It's
says,
same color in some cultures.
It's the same colored in certain African tribes. Yugok says, so what was the point of all that de-limbing judgmental talk if that was clear from the inner light? That's a good point. Yeah, let's just threaten to cut off someone's limb and not have any moral qualms about it except for, like, practicality. And then just say, oh, he's a good person, so let's not cut off his limb.
No, from what they said, they were just, like, scaring him straight, apparently.
Man, I'm so glad they have responsible law enforcement in this world.
Yep. Yes, you are, she replied smoothly. Your bonds are as raw as they get, only being able to maintain them for an hour. You really need to do some conditioning. So I can get them to work for longer? Of course. Well, thanks for telling me. And I didn't even have to join the night. Lyra's expression dropped as she glared at him. Savor. You're not getting anything out. Dalen smiled. She had let her guard down because she was actually enjoying his company, and the truth was that Dalen was enjoying hers too. Far more than he deserved. Lyra was intelligent, compassionate, and strong, and in the short hour that they had been walking together to do good, he had almost been able to forget them. Why don't the knights do that? You mean what we've been doing?
1 minute.
Yeah.
I need to rate something about that paragraph. You just kind of cut out briefly, but yeah, but then also she had let her guard down because she was actually enjoying his company, and the truth was Dalen, how do you know that? Like, I want you to think about this. He is presuming that she's enjoying her time with him instead of just being amicable for practicality's sake. As you know, like, that's very possible. Like, how does he know that she's actually enjoying his presence?
Well, see, what you missed is that the subtext of this is that he applied 4 of his bonds into his perception, and now we're seeing that in the prose, which is how he knows.
When did that happen?
Exactly.
Yes. Zero is taking all of these bombs out of his ass.
All 26 of them.
Where did I have place? Why don't the knights do that? You mean what we've been doing? Yeah. The Shade. That can't take up all your time. The Shade are far more numerous than you think, Lyra said, and then added in a softer tone. And the knights far fewer. I wish we could help individual people every day, believe me. But fighting the Shade helps the world more. Also, apart from the Shade, you need at least a level 4 listener to hear distant cries. They and sniffers are the best ones for digging out shade nests, so you can guess what they're most assigned to. The problem is that few knights choose to specialize in listening or sniffing, because those abilities can't be used in combat. Thus, listeners and sniffers are some of the most valuable and vulnerable members of our order.
Okay.
I see.
Let's clarify that, because you need a level 4 bond to... No, you don't need a level 4 bond. A level 3 bond, even though it's smaller than a city, lets you still search a rather wide radius of area. So, no, you don't need that. And also, like, oh, they're so vulnerable. It's like they can hear a threat coming from literal miles away. I think they're fine. Like, I don't understand. Early warning systems are typically one of the best defenses you can possibly have. Just put them in a fortified structure and they're not vulnerable. And especially, hey, Archknight Order, maybe start encouraging people to be in these absolutely invaluable fucking roles. It's like, several levels of this just are stupid. I mean, its entire book is, but like this particular point. Conk the shit. The better
What am I
Dalen.
looking at?
Oh, oops.
Almost
Nope.
reminds me of Cruz.
Oh,
The
character we wish we had. I can't even see his story.
Shush. I see, Dalen said, grateful that Lyra had been so open with him. In fact, it made him want to join the Knights sooner. With his 4 bonds, just how strong could he really become? He could truly help the Knights, and thereby the world. Dalen enhanced his hearing and listened for those idiots that actually loved his past self. He couldn't help but notice several cries of distress, but at the end of the day, he was one man. He couldn't save everyone. It made him sick.
Bullshit.
But this was just like the choice the Knights had to do. To fight the Shade or help regular people. Whatever the Daunists were planning wasn't good, and it needed to be rooted out.
And then he just crushed a sunstone in his hand, and he just recharged, and he said, okay, fuck it, I'm just going to go out fighting again.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
There's a soapboxer around 3 kilometers that way. Do you need a rest before we go? I'll manage, Dalen said, and then launched himself into the sky with a power jump.
They get there, and it turns out it's actually a guy boxing soaps.
Dalen landed in an alleyway about a city block from the Daunist, Lyra right behind him. He's on the corner of the street over, Dalen said. Lead the way, Lyra replied. They left the city, and it didn't take long for them to draw a decent amount of attention. Is it you or me that everyone's looking at? Dalen asked. I'd say it's both. As a knight, I always stand out, and then there's you with your Grand High Master's mark.
SMS
You're also
how many people are getting trapped in the mines in this world to make that many shade? That's probably a good question. You'd think there'd be a lot of precautions taken to avoid summoning the hell beasts.
Or making them.
Well, yeah, I guess that's what I mean. It's like, yeah, the I would like to avoid creating more hell beasts for the fucking evil hive mind that's just lurking beneath our world to control.
Well, clearly they figured out what the Archknights have and that the Shade does nothing.
I have to imagine that, like, they use sunstones or something for people who are in the mine so that they don't become it, but they'd still, like, suffer.
Yeah. Also, whoever posted the sniffer from Minecraft, they don't deserve that. Those are adorable little guys. Don't compare them with this fucking book at all.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm sorry.
I'm joking. Don't worry about it. I use a Frodo joke. He doesn't deserve to be involved in this.
This is true. You're also becoming quite recognizable thanks to the press. We're quite the potent combination. Lyra glanced at him with a slight smile. You'll have to stay. You'll have to stay at a distance while I talk to the Daunist. They're less likely to trust me if you're around. That was him, not Lyra. Never mind. You'll have to stay at a distance while I talk to the Daunist. They're less likely to trust me if you're around. Agreed, Lyra said and walked off. Dalen approached the Daunist, who looked to be a factory worker. He was calling out to passers-by. No crowd around this one. He stopped mid-speech as he saw Dalen. You! Yes, Dalen said, glancing around to make sure no one was listening. Several people were, so he stepped closer. I want to join. You do? Quiet. But yes, I want to speak with your leader. The skinny man leaned down and whispered. Go to 14/32 in the Brick Hollow tenement community on Nail Street, Marden District. They'll definitely let you in.
Oh, you guys have a fucking compound.
I guess so. Eh?
Not
And
like,
you-
do you guys have office hours? Maybe like, yeah, no, 9 through 5, he's there. Like,
They all have cubicles.
And you also tell anyone who asks about this underground compound? Like,
no, it's specifically just him because he looks like Dallas. That's probably why.
that's still dumb.
Oh, it's absolutely dumb, but like on several levels. But this is Shad's logic we're working with.
That cosplayer's a cop.
Thanks, Dalen said before walking back to meet Lyra. 14/32 Brick Hollow tenement on Nail Street in Moradin District, Dalen said once Lyra had rejoined him.
And Lyra was like, I know, I had bonded to my ears. I heard every word of that.
You did not need to repeat that.
Good news, citizen! Your light is just bright enough!
Look at the heads on the pikes. It just completes the image.
This is what
I need to understand from Shad's
Resident Evil
perspective. Does he presume that someone's light cannot grow? Was that established that like you only have the set amount of light in your body, in your soul from the time that you're born? Can you not develop a stronger light or a weaker light? Like, is that not possible?
You can.
So
I'm
the
assuming-
entire book, whose deepest theme is redemption, I need to reiterate, the entire theme of this book is redemption, and it's just the rule is if you have a black enough soul, we're just going to kill you on sight.
Yeah.
So
pretty much.
That also begs the question, though, of like, if Dalen always had a really strong, bright light, why do people think he was evil?
Yeah, that's
Why?
like, or why was he ever evil if that means that you're a good person? Or does it just mean that you're certain in what you're doing? In which case, it doesn't, like, this entire magic system falls apart at its heart because of this morality detecting bullshit.
honestly, it kind of sounds like the basis for like a really bigoted system that looks for like, oh, your soul looks black. We're going to kill you at the slightest infraction.
Moopa's like,
You don't
no,
say.
people can never change. Everyone is always as awful as they are and can never be better. And that's why Dalen, Izanagi says, I just had a weird and awful thought. Replace light with Psychopath's crime coefficient. Imagine what kind of hellscape this world will be. No, because the crime coefficient in Psychopaths makes sense. It is something that can actually fluctuate and be measured. Look, Celtic.
Oh my god. It's the background of just the Celtic bird ready to smite the book.
With a shovel.
I was gonna say my favorite little part of that is the little construction hat. I think that's adorable.
That's glorious. We both have mining equipment.
No, like that hard hat's gonna stop me.
For the record, when we're done with this and we've done covering his work, I am totally reaching out. I don't think he'll respond. I'm reaching out to Shad and be like, hey, you want to come on our podcast so we can ask you a few questions?
I've got more than enough connections. I can send it myself if need be.
It'll be a giant list the size of the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Yugok says the theme of the book is redemption. It is? Yes. Unironically.
Yes. Doesn't seem that way, does it, guys?
I was playing into the
Yeah.
bit. Like, it really. I was about to ask a question. I was like, is light the power and moral system of this world?
Yes, because for
Light is
him,
pretty much everything in this world.
so the sun and the light, like they're both sort of the Christian God, because this is all Shad very heavily channeling his Mormonism into the
Mormonism.
story.
So it's the Force, but worse.
The Force is actually more complicated, thankfully.
I know.
But no,
Which is why this is worse.
Well, I was gonna say, like, and light, like, there's the light that is God, and there's also the light that is your soul, because I think under Mormonism the idea is that every soul is a part of God. In other Christians, in like Catholicism, the idea is we are all is molded in the image of God, but we all have
Right.
our own unique individual souls. It is a spectral force, but it is not itself God. At least I don't.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's how that works. But I think in Mormonism
can I-
it is.
So with that, it's actually the Holy Spirit is also dwelling. It's a complicated thing, but Mormonism is weird. What you described also, Raymond, is kind of Gnosticism, where it's like we're all spirits trapped, like part of the monad, which is the Almighty in Gnosticism, trapped in a physical body by the demiurge. All complicated stuff, but yeah, pretty much.
In Mormonism, they believe in post-mortem conversion, which is why Has-Been Hotel is one of the most Mormon pieces of media in modern times. Is Vivzy
Oh
Pop?
my gosh.
Is Vivzy Pop's Mormon?
I don't think so.
Or
No.
she
I
just
don't think
she
there's
just did that by
Mormons in El
accident.
Salvador, so no.
I was
I
gonna
thought
say,
she was half.
is Mormonism okay with the amount of fucks that are in all Has-Been Hotel and
I doubt
The
it.
Hell of a Boss?
I think she is unintentionally. I think her work at least is unintentionally. I don't know about her specifically because I don't know if that like. I think the work might just be a fun like if taken at best, it could just be that her work is a fun what if on the concept of hell, as opposed to and like she's anyway. Silver-haired freak Drew. Yes, I would love to join the Daunists. Take me to your leader. I just want to talk to him.
I just want to talk to him. I
And then
just want to
Conk
talk
the
to him.
Shadower versus Dalen the Conqueror. Yes.
All right. You don't think that's where the Daunist leader is?
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Even if their leader isn't there, you can find something that belongs to him. You'll be able to track him by enhancing your scent.
Tracking, of course.
Dalen said, feeling stupid.
That makes sense. I mean, hounds can track people through scent. Honestly, I'd forgotten about enhancing it ever since I experimented with it falls ago. I just hadn't needed it since then.
Quick, let us go find a pair of his rankest underwear.
Oh.
Dalen just like
Nah.
I need to take a deep sniff of this one.
He sniffs it, dies instantly.
Also,
To an
Dalen,
end.
Lyra just finished explaining to you about sniffers, like not even a page ago. What are you talking about? You forgot.
No, you know what happened here?
Huh.
Dalen Shad backwrote that section after
Oh.
this one. He forgot that he didn't establish that really deeply in the lore. So he went back and be like, oh, so it's actually explaining this. And now, literally, after 10 seconds, it becomes incredibly relevant to what they're doing.
Raymond, are you telling me that Shad edited this book?
Holy shit.
I find that hard to
I don't know if I would.
God.
I don't. Considering that it's completely redundant to what's being said here, I don't know if that's so much as editing or as much as going back and adding more mistakes.
There
Fair,
you go.
I suppose, yeah.
What's the opposite of editing?
Ruining?
Raw dog, I presume.
How do you spell editing? What's editing backwards? I can't think it backwards.
Keep
That's
talking.
ending backwards.
You'll.
Yeah,
We'll word
tied.
salad this eventually.
Gnitide. That's it. He did gnitide.
Knee tie.
Editing, but backwards.
I can fix it. I can make it worse.
Mormonism.
Wow. Okay.
I tried typing it in Google and it asked me if I meant genocide.
Oh my god.
I think you need to have some words with your computer.
Right.
Accurate to this book, all things considered.
Let's move along.
Well, with the level 4 bond on scent, you can do more than track people.
You're talking about emotion.
Yes.
I find it easy enough to read people's emotions, so I've had little need to smell them out.
Unless people are trying to hide their feelings, I'm only saying this because it might be useful to know their emotions, the emotions of the Daunist leader.
That's good advice.
Dalen said, giving Lyra a suspicious look. What?
You're teaching me about your powers. I thought that wasn't going to happen until I joined the Knights. Lyra's eyes narrowed. It's for the sake of the mission, so take it with a small sample of what the Knights can really teach you.
She says with pouty
you've
cheeks.
you've only done this twice.
Yeah, also, So, through scent, specifically the scent power, you can detect emotions. Shad, you're given
colors.
You're given Dalen fucking Omegaverse scent powers.
Oh my okay,
God.
I'm believing it right there.
Oh.
Right. Okay.
Raymond.
I mean, if you say
Am I wrong? I will not stand here and be called wrong when I am completely right.
Raymond, you're not wrong. You're just letting us know a little too.
I mean, he's very eager to do that, surprisingly
Hughes
enough.
taking Auric is enough said there.
Raymond, you could have chose any other thing except for that. You chose that.
What would be worse than that? Like, that's the thing. I'm thinking of, like, the worst thing in people's minds that could go towards this. I guess furries, like, maybe furry scent powers, but, like, I don't know.
Like,
also, it would be Shad envisioning himself as the true quote-unquote alpha. Just putting that out there.
Is this?
Off topic
Is this the one that we...
of when Celtic explains Shadow that Conquers. So this guy Dylan,
I love the disgusted expression.
Yeah, it's accurate.
No, we're gonna get the Dawnist leader in the next chapter, I think, because this is the final page.
Yeah. That'll be fun.
Yep.
I understand completely. So, while you're being forthcoming and all, is there anything else that might help me?
One other thing, she said disdainfully. If you're going to try and get them to inadvertently reveal information, channel all your bonds to your voice. One bond to the voice can increase the volume in which you speak, but you can reduce the volume to a normal level even while channeling. Regardless of the volume, channeling light to one's voice has a supernatural effect on your words. The more bonds you channel to your voice, the greater influence your words will have on people. It can increase people's disposition to agree with you, do what you suggest, or to help them understand a concept you're trying to explain. That sounds very dangerous.
Yeah, let's give this superpower to the rapist. That's a good idea.
Yay, my
Oh,
Oh
no.
He's giving the Jedi mind trick.
Okay, I'm gonna go that far, but I mean, couldn't he just say, like, he literally walked into a room, channels the bonds, and says, "Hey, shit ass," and then everyone says, "Yes, sir, master."
Look,
Or whatever.
D&D already has problems with the spell suggestion, but D&D has a very firm, rather commonly accepted measurement of good and evil. So, like, if you misuse it, you actually are actively starting to damn your soul the more you abuse it. At least if you're playing with a DM that knows how to manage that. Izanagi, the heck is this Timu Gios nonsense?
Remember, everybody, enchantment is worse than necromancy.
Just Dalen, like,
If I can-
what do you think of CSI? Oh, I quite like it. Miami!
If I can also ask this as well, wouldn't this also, I know we already went past the topic of that Dalen's not actually trying to be a good person, but if he is, how about instead of killing everybody, couldn't he just use his powers to just tell them to subdue themselves, or basically to stop what they're doing and arrest themselves?
It's
That wouldn't fulfill his murder boner.
As far as I'm aware, this is a reference to the voice from Dune.
Which doesn't that also like paralyze you at least, so you can't move?
No.
I'm pretty Dune. D-U-N-E.
Okay. D-U-N-E.
And
Dune.
I was gonna say, like, I'm pretty sure Dune is a much more involved system.
Correct.
Yep.
In my homebrew spells, when you attempt to influence people's attitudes or actions, come with aggressive consequences once it wears off. That's the right way to play it, is that the person understands what's happening to some degree.
Yeah.
And then when it's over, it's like, I'm fucking you up for that.
Yeah, because, like, you know, who wouldn't want retribution when you, like, I don't know, use your voice to, like, you know, meat puppet someone? without their consent.
Retribution.
Wow, that's amazing. She nodded. You can stack 4 bonds to voice, which will be very potent. Just remember that it's not mind control, she warned. If they don't want to talk about something like a secret, or if the person is aware of the influence, they can resist no matter how many bonds are used. It's just harder. But if they're unaware and their guard is down, especially if they trust you, with a level 4 bond you can get them to reveal nearly anything. Thanks.
Hey, Lyra!
Oh,
There
you
it
did
is.
not just.
Oh,
God, like
she's becoming a tsundere. I didn't do it for you.
Oh my god. Do not besmirch the good tsundere.
They're flirting.
The
No.
most generic tsundere is better than this dynamic.
oh my God, yes. And what
Thanks.
also?
No, we're cutting that.
Let's finish this.
Okay.
Thanks. I didn't do it for you. Not even just a little bit? Lyra didn't answer and walked ahead. Dalen caught up. So, how often have you enhanced your voice around me? Like it's had any effect. You're as stubborn as a mule. Stubbornness is a factor in how effective it is? Of course. So we're both immune to it then, Dalen said, smiling. Lyra glared at him. Dalen just smiled back. He really was enjoying this.
I'm glad you're enjoying actually chilling around with your abused victim. I'm so glad that you feel completely absolved at this point because of it. Fuck you, Dalen.
Be immune to that power if they were just stubborn enough.
Yeah, that's basically what it's saying.
Snowy spider.
It's used
Oh my god!
Covered in lead.
I love that
That is
design for Kelpie.
eye.
That nightmarish, like, I'm going to kill you. Yugok
Why is
says, of all the powers to teach him before he joins, why teach him this if she doesn't fully trust him yet? No, you don't understand. She fully trusts him now. Like,
Yep.
she
Why?
says that she doesn't, but no, because she's realized he's not his father, and she can't hold him to that. No matter the fact that he is incredibly abusive of his powers, completely flaunts the law at every fucking turn, has not justified several of the killings that he has done. We've just kind of skimmed over, like, some of these were okay, so we presume the others were good.
Yeah, and also the biggest factor that every time she tries to inquire about the true nature of his powers or past, he gets super cagey about it. Red flag.
It's just she's just like, Lyra, I absolve you of your sins, Dalen. You are forgiven. Boom.
Now,
Ed
Mary.
Savane
can I
says,
also-
may Queen Tsundere Helga have your head, Lyra. Yes, put it. No, don't even put it on the fucking shrine.
Oh. Also, can I just say the light's a fucking dick. That's like it rewards Dalen and also is just decides arbitrarily who is this or that, and apparently just lets them go around murdering people based off of this. It's an asshole.
Dalen, 5 minutes.
Wait,
I've
hold
been
up.
over this. Voice powers.
Wait, hold up. That
So now.
Wait a minute. That means that, Shad is unintentionally bad mouthing his own faith.
Oh, absolutely. Like this is, if you're trying to advertise Mormonism, this is the worst fucking book to do it with.
If I put this next to the Mormon Bible, would it disintegrate both books?
If we're lucky, it'll disintegrate both religions. Reminder, I have nothing against
Antimatter and
Mormons
antimatter.
themselves. I have very many issues with the religious teachings of Mormonism. That's always how I've been. I don't mind you. If you're a good person, you're a good person. If there is something out there that I think is stupid, I'm not gonna,
My 2 cents is that the books will repel each other like magnets.
Ooh, that'd be fun. Oh my god, can you create a weapon out of that?
I'll get a
book
copy.
railgun.
Yeah.
No, they repel each other with bombs.
We're going to send a copy of Shadow the Conqueror all the way to Ukraine. Russia, watch out!
Oh no.
Oh wait, so if I duct tape them both together, I can get the infinite rotating magnet.
Oh my god.
Whoa! Great, perpetual energy
It's like
machine.
putting cat with buttered toast.
I was gonna say we tried strapping a cat to it, but the cat just died.
I have some science experiments to do.
Don't worry, it was
All my
redeemed
life
post death.
dead.
Oh god. That's a war crime. Oh, yeah.
War crime time.
But this chapter.
Don't worry, don't worry. It's okay. It's why is Canadian. We can launch it from there. Oh god, this is just. Oh. Dalen just keeps getting more powerful. The power scaling of this world is ridiculous. I need to highlight this, by the way. They're leaping around this city like they're goddamn Superman right now. Like, we're losing out. I know I don't want it for the record, but we're losing out on valuable world building potential by not having them grounded, that they're just leaping everywhere into alleys and shit. They don't have to leap into alleys. I don't know why they do that. Like, they're not superheroes trying to make a subtle landing. They're just
Right.
They can just land in the middle of the street if they need to. There's plenty more space. It's a safer land.
Maybe crowds.
Alternate universe where the world building is well described and good makes sense. There are some things in the descriptions that are like, oh, that's a cool idea and such. And then you get to like, oh, this entire path is paved with sunstone. And it's like, what? Isn't that like a limited fucking resource?
Like, we may have been brought up
Evidently
before,
not.
If
Only limited if you're poor.
Oh my god. Exposition versus press.
If I may also bring up, I may have been brought up before, but like, also this chapter of Lyra coming around to trusting Dalen feels disgusting, given exactly what he's lying about to her.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Lyra, like, Dalen, you have given her no indication that your entire life prior to, because it was fucking awful, or that the way you gained your powers was anything other than suspicious. Like, how did you gain your powers? Oh, I swore an oath of my own and I got them. Or you could just say, or you could really say, you could say that, and then what really happened is you stabbed enough people to sacrifice to a blood god, and he gave you the powers. And you're just like, I guess that's a thing I discovered. For all she knows, you've already broken precedent with you gaining your powers outside of the oath of either group that can get them. What is to say that you could not have received them through, like, basically immoral means? Nothing. The rules are already broken. Everything is on the fucking table. It is a massive fucking alarm. And honestly, if I were any one of the light people in this world that had these powers, I would heavily be entertaining just straight up killing him, because I think that's a rather risky thing to have running around. I don't care if he's like, oh, I promise not to do this. I don't trust you. You are the son of the fucking genocidal maniac. I don't know what kind of person you are, and honestly, after everything I've seen, I don't believe you're a good person. Of course, she doesn't think that because she's an idiot, but...
He didn't even promise to do that either. He committed to being non-committal.
I'm pretty sure he promised not to tell anyone, because he also doesn't want people having the power and running around with it, which is a very pragmatic answer, not a confident one, though, in terms of, like, what she would think.
I mean, also, they have
Oh
the
my
whole
god, Dalen uses his voice powers to convince Lyra she was never really raped, and actually it was all quite consensual between her and Dalen, and she should actually look back on it more positively.
Oh
Jesus Christ! Oh my god,
No.
me and Twine pushing the two together!
I mean, so the only thing that would make this better, Snowy, is that if I was in the background with like cheerleader pom poms, just like go, 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 go.
Go, go.
Does this count as an unstoppable force meeting an immovable object?
Floof says,
Yes.
you don't understand, Raymond. He got his powers after tripping on some spilled bitchin' sauce at the grocery store and stumbled into an isekai light novel where he sustained an SSS rank 99999 status screen with 900 more billion cheat skills that allowed him to flounder about aimlessly on side quests that do double his powers per completed side quest. Floof, how dare you advertise your gag comedy here? And how dare you associate your fun, lighthearted gag comedy with this goddamn trash fire?
Oh wait, is this an actual book?
Floof is currently writing a comedic series that's spoofing on isekai.
I would actually like to read that.
Yes.
Can
You
we
might
read
see
that
some of his
instead?
characters
Like,
that he
I
shares
know-
around are in it.
Can we read that instead? Like, I know we're almost done with this, but I'd much rather not.
Not on bad fan
No,
fiction.
we
though.
must
Agreed.
continue the journey.
It's good It's good fiction.
Yeah, we only did that on
We only
April
read
Fool's
good
once.
fiction during April Fools, though.
Yeah, which I don't think falls on a Friday.
Wait,
this
is that
time.
true?
We did it once.
Yeah. We can only do
I-
it once every 7 years.
And
Oh.
completely honestly, the last time we did it was just kind of meh. Like, it's harder to have fun with good fanfic. No, we have read two other really good fanfics, but they were kind of like out of the blue and surprised us, like the Barbie X Dracula. That one was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, that one. I
What was the
still
other one?
remember that one. That's how good it
there
was.
was one more. I'm trying to remember what it was.
Barbie X Dracula?
Yeah, we
Oh, yeah, it's a
we
whole-
brought it because we thought it was going to be bad. It turns out it was actually really well written.
It was, yeah.
I'll have to read it.
Wasn't the other one well, we didn't think that it was like good necessarily, but we thought that it was like why is this deemed bad? It's like mediocre at best. Wasn't that Moopa's stealth fic?
No.
No.
I just-
Her fic was
What about the
had,
Goku
had
one?
fun elements of bad.
Wasn't there one where you kept making a meme about?
No, there
I'm
was
talking about the other good one.
I'm sorry, the
character?
Goku one was not a good. That was the Goku X and Frank.
Yeah.
What
I'm sorry.
the fuck?
What?
Excuse me?
Wait.
Do not get me started
How
on
many
that.
of you did not know about Goku X and Frank? It is a
I did.
legendary bad
Me?
fanfiction.
It's
It
amazing.
is a very legendary fanfic.
I did not know. I
Raymond, I'm still
I
I'm
was
still
gonna say
new here, man. I'm just,
there was
I'm
one.
confused.
We will have to pull up that guy's work again. There was one by a guy that we just called the man that wants a mommy really badly.
Oh yeah, that guy.
That guy, he kind of wrote like tooth rotting fluff about like different characters adopting children or like having kids, and it came across like this man has like, it is a mommy fetish, but it's not like a sexual fetish. The man just wants a mommy to hug him. He needs a hug. That's what he needs. And it's like, you know what, man? You do you. You evidently need this.
oh
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, that is true.
Welcome, Rift. We just finished.
both sad and oddly wholesome.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you want us to go back to like bad fan fiction, we can either go back to the classics, or I can go back to Wattpad to search around the filth.
Oh god,
You know what?
Wattpad.
After
Check
this,
that out in
considering that
years.
it's been a while, we might look into live streaming one of the classics.
I actually have a few fics that I've been finding that I want to recommend, but I understand how the process works.
I was gonna say, you can just, I think, throw them to Twilight or myself, and we'll give them a quick glance and see if they fit. I think most of them we typically add to the list.
Yeah.
I've read way too many
Oh, we
shitty
got a
Wattpad
list?
fanfics
I-
going on.
Oh, we have a
there,
list.
there is a list.
No,
I
no,
just
no.
can't, I just can't wait to be done with this book.
On one hand, I
There's a
can't wait, but on the other hand, it has been just such a treasure trove of baffling writing decisions. Like,
We have so much more to talk about.
so much more to show.
We are 20% of
You
the
know-
way from the end, IKN. 20%.
Just
All
say
right,
it's
we're on
been
chapter
interesting.
40. Like, oh man, I gotta see if this has like the credits at the
10
end.
more chapters, Kelvin.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh, Shad. Hi,
What
Shad.
about the
You.
author? I think we already
Guys,
seen enough about
guys, he likes swords.
He likes
Oh no.
He really.
Okay,
he
so
really
yeah,
likes
it goes all
swords.
the way there. Got it. All right. So,
So,
If I
Guys.
yeah.
oh, yeah, I was
Yo.
just saying like it goes that entire runtime. Got it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, look forward. Next week is 14 pages for chapter 40. So we're in the last
boy.
10 chapters, everyone.
Home run
Wow.
stretch.
Oh,
Golly.
we are. It feels like a crawl to nowhere.
Hey, don't
You
worry.
know, guys, it's been a real
Well-
real journey. I know I joined in like a day, but
The light is at the end of the tunnel, but I've already gone blind.
I couldn't finish the time I play. Okay, everyone that did fan art, don't forget to post it in the fan art thread. I collect it there. Typically, like when I'm scrambling to make the thumbnail, I'm like, oh, I gotta get the fan art, and so I scramble to the voice chat. Please put it in the bad fanfiction night thread that is in the voice chat. Like it's the thread
Also,
in the voice chat.
Floof, I really love the way you do that. That's cool.
gotcha.
Yeah,
Glorious.
he is amazing, Floof. But yes, I think that's it for the Dalen Brain Rot. Thank you all so much for watching. Reminder, tomorrow, The Hunger of Mahar Voln returns. The stream is already up. Once this stream ends, it'll redirect you, I think. I have it set up to do that. Over there, it'll be at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which means I have to get to bed early, which is going to annoy the hell out of me, but whatever. But yes, I can't wait to do that. That's going to be fun tomorrow. It's going to be way less brain rotty than this was. And yeah, we'll catch you all on the flip side. Oh, wait, it's also
Goodbye.
Mupa.
Later.
Read my webtoon in Single Twin Magic, everybody. It's just 1 year production anniversary. Yay!
Yay.
Good.
All right. Now